Hey guys, it's Nina P. I'm here for my week 10 post-op lap band update, and just want to apologize for the background. I don't have good lighting in my apartment, and I'm like in a corner in my bedroom where I'm not completely granulated because there's no light. So I apologize for not making a video last week. It's just been so crazy. I was in Florida, and then it was the July 4th holiday, and I was at the beach, so I've just been crazy. Anyway, my numbers. My starting weight was 251.4 pounds. The last video I made, I was 230.8. And then last week I was 225, so I'd lost some water weight from Shark Week. And this week I am 224.8, which is a weekly loss of 0.2 pounds and a total loss of 26.6 pounds. I've met one of my goals, even though the 0.2 is not anything I'm happy about, and it's totally my fault. I did reach one of my goals, which was to lose 26 pounds, which means that if you watch one of my previous videos, I talk about my friend Megan's dog, Bella, who weighs 26 pounds, and she's adorable. And so I've officially lost one Bella. So that's exciting. But yeah, it's been kind of like a roller coaster the past couple of weeks, especially being away. So I'll just talk about my vacay, 2 weeks basically of vacay. So I was in Florida visiting my parents and my grandparents. I was at my parents' place for about 2.5 days and my grandparents for 3 days. And, you know, my mom likes to drink, my parents like to go out and eat. She was kind of pissed with me that I wasn't really drinking with her. I mean, not a huge deal. She wasn't like pissed at me. She would just, you know, she hasn't seen me in a long time, and we did go out to eat, and I was really good with them. I had seared tuna one night, and then I got a turkey burger with no bun and just a salad on the side the other night. The other thing was, I love the summer. I love hot weather. People say they don't like the humidity in Florida, and I love it, and I think my body responds well to it. So I woke up almost every morning I was there and worked out. My parents have a gym. They live like in a condo building, and I did the elliptical. I also did some strength training, and also the elliptical didn't really work there. It didn't plug into the wall, so I was just like running on it, but the treadmill did. So I started to do couch to 5K, which I haven't done it since. I did it like twice while I was on vacation, but it wasn't that hard. I mean, you are walking and jogging at your whatever you call walking and jogging, but it seems like I did it for the full 30 minutes, and I was kind of shocked because I hate the treadmill. I usually get shin splints and, you know, just not into it. But it seemed doable. Then when we were up at my grandparents', I still ate pretty well. My mom was nice enough to go and like buy me my protein and get me food that I could eat and prepare for the weekend while I was there, so I didn't feel like I was improvising the whole time. Towards the end, I started to snack. Like, my aunt put Cheetos out, and I might have had a couple Cheetos, and then she put peanuts out, and like, I know people eat almonds and stuff as snacks. I just can't be anywhere near an almond or a nut. Like, I have no self-control. Even when they're healthy nuts, I can't even buy them as snacks and portion them out. I'll devour them. But other than that, it was pretty good. I did drink some on the vacay, but you know, nothing crazy. Then I was home. It was crazy. My flight was at like 5 a.m. on Tuesday before the 4th, and I landed at 11 a.m. I got back to my apartment at noon, and then I ran to work. And I didn't get home until after 8 p.m. So I was exhausted. I was so busy at work. It was the worst days for me to be out. So I worked for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I had like a half day, and then I went down to the shore. And this is what I'm struggling with, and I've realized that it's what I struggle with every time I try to diet. I like to be social, I like to go out, and I like to drink. And I know every one of my videos I sit here and say that I'm drinking, and you're probably thinking, oh my god, she has a drinking problem. But it's more the social environment that I'm in. I work in an industry where, you know, we have cocktails at work. Not regularly, but it's something that happens. We have events after work. It's how you network. It's how you meet people. And I just like to be social with people, and I think that I have a hard time doing that without a drink in my hand. And normally, in most circumstances, I can limit myself to a couple of drinks. This weekend in particular, when I was down the shore, we were out on the boat, and it was just like my best friend, her family that I consider like family. We're out on the boat, we're having a great time. They were all drinking all day. I decide that I'm going to start drinking all day, and it just turned into 3 days of just drinking all day, which means I wasn't following the rules because I was drinking 15 minutes before, during my meal, directly after my meal. It means I was overeating because I wasn't staying hungry the whole time because I was drinking, you know, washing it out. I didn't necessarily pay attention. I kept my portions under control, and I was very concerned with protein first, as I always am, but I did have a slice of pizza, a whole slice of pizza. I probably I'm not stuck to, I haven't felt stuck to the point where I'm like, I'm gonna die and I'm gonna vomit and I'm gonna throw it up. I get this like just a hard stop, or maybe it's my soft stop, because it feels like it's sitting there and I get like a little saliva and I need to walk away. I drink a little bit of water and I'm fine. But that happened to me maybe 4 or 5 times this weekend, just because of silliness, just not paying attention. And I think in the past what's happened with dieting is that drinking has always gotten in the way. I haven't had beer since the surgery, only vodka. I've been experimenting with twisted tea, which is not great because it's full of sugar. But I love being social. I love going out. I like going out to eat. I like things that happen randomly, spur of the moment. I'll be at work and someone, for instance, yesterday I was at work and friends were like, we're going on this little booze cruise around on the Hudson around Manhattan. And I'm like, thinking to myself, I should go home. I should go food shopping because I haven't gone food shopping in a very long time. I don't have anything prepared. I've been eating, takeout or picking up stuff to eat every day, which isn't great. But hey, there's a booze cruise going around Manhattan and it's free. Why, I enjoy stuff like that. And I struggle with it, and I think I need to remind myself why I did this and not feel that FOMO, as people call it, fear of missing out, because I have that really bad. I don't like when there's something fun to do and I can't do it, or, you know, whatever the case might be. I really enjoy going out and doing things and seeing people and nightlife, if you will, and I've always struggled with that in every diet. You know, I've been having my whole life, and I think that especially when I started experimenting with alcohol as a teenager, as that progressed on and in college, you know, I had lost a bunch of weight my freshman year of high school when I was about 15, and I was at my lowest weight. And then, you know, slowly, as my party girl self, as my mom would say it, got older, the weight just started piling on because I didn't care about anything else. You know, I just cared about my social circles. And after college, there's been some diets that have worked, but I eventually give up on them because, you know, I think the other thing too is not having a set routine every day, because who knows what you're going to be doing tomorrow, or, you know, I think that's hard for me to implement routine and say no to things. And I know other people struggle with that too. I think saying no, especially to friends and family and loved ones and whoever, that's difficult, especially when you know that what you're doing is the exact opposite of what you wanted to be doing. So I almost took a pledge of 21 days of no drinking, and I just think that's impossible. And I also struggle with extremes. I always feel like if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it perfect. And I went into this surgery saying, I'm not perfect. You know you're not perfect. Don't put that pressure on yourself. So I don't want to put the pressure on myself of saying you're not going to drink for 21 days when I know that's just impossible. So my goal is to limit the drinking to 2 to 3 drinks. And, you know, not feeling obligated to drink when other people are drinking. Excuse me, like on the boat during the day. Yeah, so that's why I didn't lose any weight, really. This weekend was a social struggle, if you will, and I hope to, you know, I'm going back down the shore this weekend, so it's going to be the same deal. I just have to be a little bit, I've had some time to slow down because I came right back from Florida and then went, you know, and it's 4th of July, and I think it was just too crazy for me, and I just need to slow down. I prepared all of my meals through next week, and I'm going to bring them with me down the shore so I don't feel tempted to have that slice of pizza or whatever chips or nuts are laying around. That was another thing. There were nuts down the shore too. And that's my goal for this week. So hopefully next week I don't have to mention that drinking ruined my weight loss for the week. That would be extremely embarrassing. Thank you all for sharing and for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful week and a wonderful weekend. Bye.